Hey family, it's your girl Charmaine Holland coming back with real talk, real people, and real conversation. But today I want to talk to you about walking in your purpose. And the reason why is because it's about a young girl who abandoned herself. She was abandoned at a young age and she walked away and became homeless. And sometimes people say, what do you mean by homeless? Meaning that we put walls up. We walked away from our true essence of who we really were to come in this world and do. But because we were mistreated, abandoned, and hurt, we walk away from ourselves. We ashamed because people didn't accept us or love us the way we needed to be loved. And I did a speech this weekend and I shared about love. What is it? And I shared the perspective of my grandparents and how they showed love or how they received love, and then with my own experience of what love is. And after my speech, I had so many people come up to me and share of how trauma has impacted their life and how they still struggling, trying to overcome some of the trauma. Even a young man shared that he was abandoned by his parents. And he's married with children, but he still struggle with that on a day-to-day of how to get through it, you know. And for me, I was a teen mom. I was 13 years old when the doctors told my mother that I was pregnant. And I had no idea of that, what I did caused myself to be pregnant, because no one never shared about the birds and the bees to me. But when they asked me if I wanted my child, it was like something inside of me said yes. Now imagine 13 have no idea of what the responsibility is of taking care of a child, let alone I'm a child. So when during that process of me saying yes, my father and my grandmother, they felt embarrassed of having a granddaughter who's walking around 14-year-old being pregnant. And my father, he didn't know how to navigate that. So they walked away from me. And yes, was I hurt? I was hurt. But during the pregnancy time, I could only look back. I had the best peace around me during that time. And so when I gave birth to that 14-year-old child, it was like my whole world turned upside down. Me, Charmaine, she no longer exists. It was like something else came over me and I just gave all my undivided attention to this baby. And I heard Spirit even say that for you to be the mother of this child, you're going to have to walk away from everything. That means that all those desires and everything that I wanted in life, it had to go to the baby now. No more Christmas toys, no more birthday celebrations. I had to be okay of moving all that out of my way to give the baby boy what he needed. He was my best friend because daddy wasn't there no more. Grandma wasn't there no more. And when I looked at it, God was saying, they're not going to be with you on this journey. This is a journey that me and you won't have to take. And let me tell you, when I got on this journey, I realized that my son gave me purpose. I mean, he gave me patience. He taught me how to show up and be who I truly am by having a responsibility and being mature as a young child that I was. Even sometimes I look back and I see all the things that I had to go through to be able to find myself again. And trust me, it was a long journey. But I wanted to share because I know a lot of other people are going through the journey that I had to overcome of being homeless and being abandoned and putting up all the walls to protect my heart. It took me a long time to accept me, all of me. You know, having the confidence, I gained that from being that teen mother. I had to show up, even knowing that I was embarrassed being a young teen mom, carrying a baby. Older people might think, oh, she's this and she's that. At that moment, I could not worry about what nobody else think or said about me. It was about that little boy that God gave me the opportunity to give birth to. So I just hope this message helped whoever's going through trying to move these walls that we put up. And in my book, it talks about insecurity. It talks about believing in yourself, faith, gratitude, loving yourself, appearance. And I want to talk a little bit more about it. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see more things that I talked about. Anything that resonates with you, grab it. Because at the end of the day, we all have issues. And we all need someone else to help us to overcome the trauma that we're going through. So with that being said, I hope I gave you a little nugget today that will help you. And God's willing, I will be back to continue more. And if there's anything in particular that you want to talk about, put it in the comment. But I want to get a little bit more deeper to help you to understand how to move the walls, and what did it look like for me, and how did it show up for me in so many different elements in my life. And I just want to just leave one little nugget. And what I noticed that people, if you got a sore, take care of it. Heal it. Don't pick at it. And that's what I noticed. People be picking at the sore. And when you pick at the sore, you're not healing. So with that being said, talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day. God bless. Peace.